Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Cast. I'm your host, Landon Johnson, here with my co-host and soundboard operator, Dakota Chavez. Today, we'll be talking with the newly elected ASB President of Ridgeline High School, President Andrew Martinez. Welcome, Andrew.
How you guys doing?
We're doing good, thank you. So we got a couple questions for you to, get to know you a little bit. So when you found out that you had become the new president, what was your initial reaction?
So Mr. Hart had taken us into the library, me and all the other people who had ran for office, and I was super nervous, had grabbed a garbage can, had the sickest feeling in my stomach, I was super nervous. And then he went from spirit coordinator all the way up to president, and when my name was called, I was just filled with joy. I was super ecstatic, super happy, and it was kind of like all I'd ever wished for and all I'd ever worked for had finally paid off. And so it was just a very joyful moment, and wouldn't have rather had it happen anywhere else but Ridgeline. So
Absolutely. That's great.
Congratulations. Do you play any sports or anything outside of school, hobbies, interests?
I play football. I played basketball. I played basketball in middle school, and I like to play a little bit of video games. I love to drive. Driving's my favorite. I listen to a lot of music. That's probably what I do most of the time. Hang out with friends, family. I'm a big family guy. Take a lot of pride in that. That's pretty much what I do a lot of the time. Just you'll see me hanging with friends or family. So
yeah. What kind of music you like?
Rap, country. I'm very what's the word I'm looking for?
Broad.
Yeah, I like all genres of music. I don't really discredit any of them. I listen to everything. Always give everything a shot.
You got a favorite artist or anything?
Young boy.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what prompted you to run for president? What made you think, I'd be a good president. I should do this. What made you think that?
Just the fact of how involved I am here. I take a lot of pride in what I do for this school and how much work I put into it. Going to not only boys, sports and as well as girls, and going to everything, making sure I played football for a little while. Had some stuff go wrong with that, but I try to be as involved as possible because, we haven't been able to experience high school the way high school should be experienced. Mm-hmm. And I want to bring, the best opportunity for myself and for everybody else and, make it as fun as possible these next couple of years, Make it the best experience, that we could have. And, being president, that's just, I want to be a part of making activities and starting stuff and starting traditions and, just being extra involved. I love being here 5 days a week, and, there's nowhere else I'd rather be, honestly.
Absolutely.
I enjoy spending as much time here as I do.
And this is kind of, an historical moment. I mean, Ridgeline has been, I think, the newest high school in about 30 years in this area, and you are the ASB president. Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty amazing thing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's that's dawned on me, and it's a super cool opportunity. Not many people get it. Not many people get the opportunity to come to such a brand new school and start traditions and something as nice as this school. I take a lot of pride in it. I try and make sure everybody knows that I want them involved. I want everybody to know that their voice matters. Everybody here should have the equal opportunity of being as successful as everybody else.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So. Congrats on president. What do you bring for the school as being the first president?
Just great leadership skills. Like I said, just making sure one of my main goals is making sure everybody's involved, making sure everybody knows their voice is heard, and whatever they have to say, that I'm here to listen. And I just want to bring as many good things to this school as possible. Starting dances, and, I want to eventually find a rival, hopefully, before I graduate, so we can have rivalry games down at the arena, have senior night the way senior night's supposed to be happening, play your rival, have your parents come out with you and do that type of stuff. And I just want it to, just be the best opportunity for every single person, not just myself, but, everybody that walks down these halls every single day. So,
yeah.
What kind of rival do you think would be good against this high school, like CV, U High?
I think CV would be a cool rival, but they already got one, so we don't know if we can. That probably wouldn't happen. So I'm not sure. It's just something you'd have to look into. Who doesn't have one, and who would be a possible good rival for us? And
definitely.
So
when I first heard about Ridgeline and the new thing that it'd be like one of the big CV schools, I'm thinking, well, how's this going to work? Because I know that U High and CV, they've been rivals for years. Yeah. So I was thinking we'd have Ridgeline, CV, U High, and it'd be like this triangle thing where we have to.
Yeah. See, and I went to all three of the schools. I went to U High freshman year, CV sophomore year, and now Ridgeline junior year, and hopefully senior year. So, it's like I've gotten to experience high school freshman year the way high school should have been experienced, which was pretty cool, for the first couple months, and then, COVID happened, and so now I kind of want to, show these younger, the younger kids what high school should really feel like, and that's why I take so much pride in such a new opportunity, because if we're just a kid at U High or CV, we wouldn't have that same opportunity to start stuff and, make everybody feel involved like they should feel,
Absolutely. Yeah, that's great. So we got some small interview questions for you. You ready?
Yep.
All right. So what's the favorite thing you have bought this year? What's the favorite thing you bought this year?
Like 2022 or
Yeah, 2021, 2022.
Okay. It's probably gonna sound stupid, but probably my AirPods. I listen to a lot of music. It's kind of like therapy for me. I have my AirPods in every day, all day. They might be quiet. I can still hear people talk, but it's kind of just like a security thing for me.
Yeah.
For your friends, what do you value most in them? Like, what matters the most for you?
Loyalty, bringing a good vibe, honesty, showing that you actually care, valuing loyalty. That's what I want to know that I can count on you as much as you can count on me.
Absolutely, yeah. So when you think about success, who comes to mind and why? Who's someone that wow, that person is really successful? And
anybody?
Sure, anybody.
Kobe Bryant. That's probably a common answer, but he's been one of my idols since elementary school. I remember the first pair of basketball shoes I ever had was Kobe's, and he just always motivated me to work harder, never stop working, never give up on your dreams. Just because you can always accomplish what you put your mind to. For example, me running for president, I put my mind to it, I grinded, and I won. So as long as you put your mind to something, you can always accomplish it.
Yeah.
This is actually a pretty good question. Who are your heroes in your real life?
Probably my mom and my dad. That's also another common answer. But if it wasn't for my mom, caring for me as much as she did, and being one of the people I could always know was proud of me, I don't know if I'd be the person I was today, and the stuff we had went through and the mistakes I had made. If I wouldn't be the person I was today. And then my dad helping me out, through the downs and outs, and helping me build up as a better person. I think you definitely wouldn't see me as the person I am today. So my parents and
Yeah. And so this is a difficult one, and I've had a hard time when I've been asked this question. So who would play you in a movie?
like anybody?
Anybody.
Man, I don't. Probably Jaden Long, because he looks like me.
Yeah.
And we're kind of like, we're kind of funny the same way. We make a lot of jokes, have a lot of fun. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah. If you had to teach a class on one thing, what would you teach it? On
one thing, probably a leadership class, honestly, because I like to, or what's it called? Like just a help class, not a teaching class, just something like when you need help or somebody I know it's not teaching.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Counseling, or
yeah, kind of like that. That's just talk to people who need help, or just whatever they need, just like a support, or what's that one classroom called? A support classroom or something like that.
I know what you're talking about, but I always forget the name of it. It's something, but it is a good class for kids who are struggling with school, definitely.
Yeah. Mr. Woods teaches a class like that.
Okay.
That's probably what I would want to do, just help the kids who need help, and, just be involved, let them know there's a teacher that actually is there for them.
Yeah, it's good leadership.
Here's one question for you. So what is the worst job you've ever had? Well, how many jobs have you had, first of all?
I've had 3 jobs. I worked at Elkins, Barlow's, and Liberty Lake. Elkins is in Priest Lake, and then Barlow's is in Liberty Lake, and then Safeway. Elkins wasn't the worst job, but it was probably the worst, demanding job, because it was always busy, and I worked in the dish pit, and it was just dishes constantly just coming through. You'd get caught up, and then all of a sudden you just have the whole thing full of dishes, and then you'd be behind for 3 hours, and then you'd get caught up, and then I'd work. It's Idaho, so they don't care how much they work you. So I'd work 8-hour shifts from 3 to 12 at night. So
yep. Well, thank you so much for being here, and it's been a great experience, talking to you. So thank you, President Andrew Martinez. Thanks again to my co-host, Dakota Chavez. And I'm Landon Johnson once again, and thanks for watching the cast. Have a great day.